So when we were going through the comments of our Nokia X6 versus Redmi Note 5 Pro video, a lot of you guys commented that you were waiting for the Mi A2 to launch. Well, we might not have the Mi A2, but we do have the device on which it will be based on, the Mi 6X. So no prizes for guessing. Today's comparison video is between the Mi 6X and the Nokia X6. Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech. Card to our monthly giveaway. Link as always in the description. And the bell button is also there down below. Well, it's lonely. Click on it to give it some company and join the C4E notification squad. So let's kick this one off with a build. The first thing you'd notice when you pick both these phones up is how small the Nokia X6 feels. You guys know how much I love using phones single-handed, and the X6 is just perfect for that. It fits in nicely, and the aluminum frame with a glass sandwich design gives it a premium in-hand feel. Of course, being made out of glass means that it has its own pitfalls. It's quite slippery and picks up smudges quite quickly. If those are things that bother you, then you might like the Mi 6X. What the unibody metal design loses in terms of style points, it makes it back in terms of durability and overall better day-to-day handling. So which one of these two would you prefer? The practicality of the Mi 6X or the gorgeous design of the Nokia X6? Well, let's leave this one up to you. Here's a poll. Let us know. Now, while build plays an important part in your first impression, the display is what you're gonna spend the most time interacting with. So if you are stuck choosing between the displays of these two phones, it will boil down to one thing. How do you feel about that notch? The Nokia X6 has it, the Mi 6X doesn't. Other than that, they have very similar sized displays, 5.8 inches on the Nokia X6 versus 5.99 on the 6X. Same Full HD Plus resolution as well as IPS LCD tech. When it comes down to the actual displays, they both have excellent viewing angles, good colors, and decent brightness levels. So right from surfing, social media to watching movies, you'd be happy with either of these two displays. But what if you are an avid gamer? Which one of these should you pick? Well, inside the Nokia X6, we've got the Snapdragon 636, 8 Cryo 260 cores clocked up to 1.8 GHz. Now that's nothing to scoff at. But then again, the Mi 6X sports the Snapdragon 660 chip. It has the same Cryo 260 cores, but while 4 of them are clocked at 1.8 GHz, there are 4 more running at 2.2 GHz. In practice as well as benchmarks, the Snapdragon 660 performs almost similar to a flagship 8 series chip from a while back, and that means that when it comes to opening up apps or playing intensive titles, the Mi 6X holds the edge. The Adreno 512 GPU on board the 660 is also a fair bit more powerful than the Adreno 509, which we have inside the 636. When it comes to multitasking though, both these devices are really good. The X6 as well as the 6X both come in 4 and 6 GB RAM options, which can be paired with 32 or 64 gigs of storage. The Mi 6X does have a higher 6128 variant. The X6 on the other hand has a hybrid SIM slot, which means microSD expansion is always an option. Now moving on to the battery side of things, we have similar sized batteries on both, with the X6 edging out the Mi 6X by a mere 50 mAh. It's 3060 on the Nokia compared to 3010 on the Xiaomi. Now in practice, again, they're pretty similar. I know, with a slightly larger battery and slightly smaller screen, you'd expect the X6 to hold an edge, but guess that's MIUI optimizations for you. Now, before I jump into software, one last bit. Both these phones come with Qualcomm Fast Charge 3.0 support, meaning even if they do run out of battery, you can have them up and running in a jiffy. I know, yeah, this round goes solidly to the Mi 6X for having the more powerful chip. Moving on to software, we've got MIUI 9.5 on one hand on the Mi 6X, a stockish version of Android on the X6. Both are running on Android 8.1 Oreo. Now, if the X6 ever releases internationally, it would come under the Android One banner. And as for the 6X, well, if it makes its way over to India as the A2, then it too shall come under the Android One banner. So, as it stands now, the software on the X6 has a few kinks to iron out, and it looks like MIUI 10 is right around the corner for the Mi 6X as well. So let's leave the software part for now and move straight onto the cameras. On the Mi 6X, we have a 12 megapixel f1.8 primary along with a 20 megapixel f1.8 secondary. On the X6, we have a 16 megapixel f2.0 primary along with a 5 megapixel secondary depth sensor. So how do these shooters fare? And the bright light, both these cameras took some really good looking shots. Although zooming in, we could see that the 6X slightly performed better. Xiaomi though boosts their saturation a bit, something I personally quite like, but if you're someone who prefers true to life colors, then the Nokia X6 does just that. The dynamic range is equally good and both of them have support for auto HDR. Put side by side, we can see that both of them do an excellent job pulling out detail from the shadows of the leaves. Impressive. Now let's come to the low light shots. The ones from the Mi 6X are brighter. Zooming in, we can see more detail on the pictures taken by the Mi 6X as well. You can clearly see it on the texture of this wall right here. Now coming to portrait mode shots, both these phones can take portrait shots using the rear as well as selfie cameras. The edge detection as well as the colors are acceptable on both. Although if you pixel peep, you can see that the Mi 6X is ahead even here. Especially when it comes to the 20 megapixel f1.8 front camera on the Mi 6X, the results look a lot better than the ones taken by the 16 megapixel selfie snapper on the X6. Coming down to video, we have support for 4K on both these phones. We also have EIS, but for that you'd have to bump the resolution down. Now finally, let's talk price. The Nokia X6 is priced at 1299 yuan. The Mi 6X is priced a couple of hundred higher based on track record, and if and when these phones launch in India, they could be priced at 14 and 16K respectively. Now if you are someone who wants the better performance as well as the better camera, then paying a little extra for the 6X does make sense. However, if you like the glass design, love the expandability and hate flash sales, well then the Nokia X6 might be the better pick for you. Honestly, if it weren't for flash sales, I'd just say the 6X or the A2 would be the better buy. But I know how much you guys hate flash sales and how much I hate it too. So I also know how much you guys like this tune. So yeah, give us a share and drop a like for the old time Nokia's sake. Drop us a comment telling us which one of these two devices would you pick up. Also tell us if you'd rather see the Mi A2 or the Mi 6X come to India. Anyway, this video has dragged on long enough. You guys know what to do now. Hit dislike if you disliked it, like if you liked it, subscribe to C4 eTech and hit that bell icon to always get notified of new uploads on C4 eTech. Until next time, my name's Ash, you've been watching C4 eTech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.